First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakadash, belongs to the elders and apostles, a great millstone for ruling well and teaching us his truth, and peace and salutations to all you Akim and the highways and byways doing his work sincerely and faithfully. I'm the brother number one. I'm coming back with another show, and what prompted me to do is just watching brother's show and how brothers been lately been talking about Jacob's trouble, about the hour of temptation and all sorts of manner of stuff that's dealing with these latter times prophecy, but primarily dealing with the persecution of the saints. To know that this must take place, man, because the Lord has warned us of these things, that the devil's going to come down with great wrath upon the whole nation of Israel, but primarily against the saints, the servants, the prophets of the Lord, because you understand that the prophets of the Lord are the only last line of defense, pursuant to 1 Corinthians 4:9. Like the Lord said, he has appointed his apostles last, even unto death, So you understand that we're the ones that's risking our lives and freedom, starting our elders and apostles on down, going out there week in and week out, doing shows, exposing this devil, exposing his agenda, exposing his crafty counsels and devices. So, these devils are pissed off, man. And we know that they watch our videos, We know that we're talked about, even if they don't, display or show it on the news or any sort of manner, unless they demonizing us and they find an opportunity that there's a chance where they can put us in a bad light, whether pursuant to what happened in that Jersey shooting, or even over there in Texas where they had they say black Hebrew Israelites go out there to help the Levites, the Haitians, with some type of AIDS, immigration. So they always have it out for us when they can make us seem like we're the new terrorists. But for the most part, this devil really can't fulfill his new world order when we're out there. And like scripture say, man, ain't no servant greater than the master. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that first. I always think about this precept because the Lord saying that if he went through persecution and humiliation and was beaten and then crucified, then how much more for us? It might not be on the same length and same level, but we are going to be tried. We are going to be tried, just like gold is tried in the fire, and the Lord told us of these things. I'm going to read it, Matthew 10:24. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. You see? So expect some type of form of persecution to come, from all angles, not just only Esau, Edom, from your family, from your brothers, your sister, your wife, your kids, people you work with, people that saw you out there prophesying, So just be aware in that time when Esau has it out for us, when Esau puts a bounty upon our heads, for people to see us and turn us in, just like he has these programs and these things set up for people who hadn't taken the jump shot, where they are, to turn them in. Or if your family seem like a conspiracy theorist, report them. So all these things are going to add up to lead to the persecution of the saints, man. People who you done taught this truth, or you done cut down, or people that done heard you say things, they have these thoughts lingering back of their heads and waiting for the right opportunity to deliver you in, And when Esau pretty much puts some type of immunity out there because of lack of bread, or because of the pestilence, or because of the chaos and all hell breaking loose and sedition and the riots, and He's gonna make an offer to these people, man. You know, just give us one of the names of the people seen out there, or their locations and their whereabouts. We'll grant you this, or we'll give you free food, or we give you free, free access to this and that and third. Best believe our people going to jump on that line, man. They're going to jump on that bandwagon, and they're going to do good. And so, yeah, you know what? This is where I see them prophesying right there, right in the park, or right on the side corner of CVS, and or whatever. But just know, man, persecution is coming, man. Like the Lord said in Matthew, that you share wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, false prophets rising, pestilence, famine, earthquakes in diverse places. Just as well as what people are going to be offended and turn you in so you can be killed. All these are coming to pass, man. That has to happen, man. The words of the Lord is faithful and true. But all it is that only thing we can do is prepare our souls, gird up our loins and have the same mindset as Yahushai, because he endured all things, man, and he finished his course. Likewise with Paul, Peter, all the apostles, they all died in the faith. They haven't received a promise yet, because guess what? There was more prophecies to come, but the same men that was there before are here today through reincarnation. Some are here on earth, some are in the spirit world, but there's going to be a great persecution coming, man. That's why it's known as Jacob's trouble. And the only thing the Lord's worried and concerned about is about the elect. Everyone else, he's giving them over. He's giving the charge of Esau to tread them down like in the mire, man. Revelation 3:10, it says this: because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see, so the hour of temptation is coming, man. Pressure from above, pressure from beneath, pressure from all side and all angle. There is going to be certain accounts where, like what happened to Peter, man, when Peter was sought out and people was pretty much saying, yeah, this is the man that followed the Lord, or he's one of them. Best believe that's going to take place again. And what are you going to do in that moment? Are you going to deny the Lord? Are you going to say it wasn't me? And that's a great offense to the Lord, man. No matter what. Because some people are going to try to hide their identity for that quick moment so, they can avoid judgment. But the point is, man, regardless of what, man, this is where we stand firm for the word, for the truth, for the name, for the testimony, man. There's no turning back. There's no denying the Lord. Ain't none of that, man. This is why the Lord has instructed us, man. That's why the Lord said, hear my words, my people, and make ye ready to the battle. The battle is here. The same environment, the same settings, arena, and cities and streets that you walk through every day is the same place where this war is going to take place. As you can see, we're in a spiritual war, but there's going to be a physical war that's going to manifest itself. And this is the prophecy he's telling us. But the Lord said, because you kept the word of his patience, he's going to keep you from the hour of temptation, meaning when you return to a lower state, take everything that's brought upon you cheerfully, because the Lord's going to fight for thee. Even if that means if someone's going to have to be beheaded, the scriptures say what? Let me get it real quick. Revelations 2:10. It says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. So the Lord's saying some of us going to suffer these things, but don't fear these things. Don't fear men and his crafty counsel and his devices. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulations 10 days. So some of us going to be brought into these camps. Some of us going to be turned in. Some of us going to get caught by Esau, Edom. And he's going to take us in these detention centers and concentration camps. And he says he's going to try us 10 days, meaning he's going to put us to the test. He's going to torture some of us badly, brutally. But Scripture said what? Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So this is that's going to be our hour. You know what I'm saying? Just like Yahushua had his hour, we gonna have ours, man. But we gotta be faithful unto death. We gotta endure all things, and constantly pray that the Lord strengthen us during those times if we are to fall into this unto this lot. But it's to remain faithful, because Yahushua at the end of the day said this in Philippians 4:13. Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Yahushua, which strengthen me." You know, so the Lord is going to strengthen us if when we are caught up in these situations, man. You know, or even if you're not in this concentration camp, the Lord's going to help thee. He's going to strengthen you. He's going to guide you. You know, He's going to direct thy path to where you need to go. Whether you need to leave to go to this place over here because the army and the military is coming there the next day or the next hour, or because of the lack of bread, He might lead you to some type of bunker or basement or house that has food stored up, you know, or if at times as well. And the Lord said when they come like a flood, He's going to lift a standard. But the point being is to trust in the Lord that He's gonna make way, man. He's gonna make a way for us. You know, it's either you gonna be beheaded for this word, or you're gonna be surviving and roaming in the world, and you're gonna be led by the Spirit. Either or, you know. If you're gonna be beheaded, the Lord is gonna fight for you, man. He's gonna give you the strength to overcome, like the Maccabees. You know what I'm saying? Like Stephen, you know, like John the Baptist. You know, these men died faithfully in the Lord. And to show you that this is going to happen, because when you read Revelation 6 and 9, it says this: "When He had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the words of the Lord." It says, "For the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on earth?" These are spirits that's in the spiritual world that's complaining unto the Lord to avenge them. You know, those that die as martyrs, those that died faithfully in the words and for beholding the testimony, they complain to the Lord. But this is the response the Lord's going to give them. And the white robes was given unto every one of them. And He said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren shall be killed as they were, and should be fulfilled. You see? So this is a future prophecy, man. That some men of the Lord going to have to die, man. You know? Ain't none of us, you know, everyone's looking to get redeemed, get beamed up, or to receive spiritual powers when these devils come try to try us and capture us. But you know, remember that's not all. That's not every Israelite. All the elect is going to be delivering that way. Some are going to be put to death, and you understand that death there's no greater love that is shown by a man laying down his life for his friends, or for his power, for the testimony in His name. There's no greater love than that as well, man. Remember what the Lord Yahushua said that, man, that He laid His life down for His flocks. So the Lord said, "Precious is the sight of His saints when they put to death," roughly paraphrasing it. Which that's a good thing. That's an honorable thing, because you're ready to die for the cause by all means necessary. You know, and the Lord takes pleasure. He's delighted in that. So just know, and if you die, you're going to be the first one to be resurrected with the Lord on the chariot. So death ain't really nothing. Death is just a separation of the spirit and the flesh, man, and the body. You know, we always have lived on earth numerous times, man. We have come back in the form of reincarnation. But this time the Lord going to resurrect those that died in His name. You know? What else? And Yeah, let me get this in Matthew before I forget. Matthew 24. Um, I'll start at 7. It says, "For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, earthquake in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sakes." You see, so the Lord's saying that we're gonna be hated because we're coming in under the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, and the world are agitated. They are offended, you know, because they're being cursed out. Their iniquities are being shown and being uncovered, and they don't like that, man. The world don't like a person that's always there pointing the fingers and letting them know about their transgression, you know, especially if they don't take heed to it, man. You know, they're going to find you to be like a thorn on their side, and they want to get rid of you and cast you away from their sight, whether to be put to death, locked up, whatever. And this is the spirit that these people are going to have, because one, Esau's going to control the narrative where he's going to say that, yeah, these are the people that's causing all the ruckus, and we're going to have to do something about it. Just like he's using this situation with the world, with this division of those that took the jab and those that haven't, and how they're making them fight, and saying that, oh, the food shortage or the stoppage and all these things happening is because of these people that hasn't taken it. So how much more when he's gonna really put it out and pretty much have it out there on the news and on billboards and on the big screen, on the mega screen, that, yeah, if you see these men, wherever you see them, you know, call this hotline. You know what I'm saying? If you see something, say something. You know, they're going to have it out for us where people going to stop doing what they're doing. They're not going to eat or sleep or do whatever until they find a men of the Lord to turn in. Just like when they said that, about them 40 men who said they won't eat or drink until Paul is dead. So these are the same spirits and sentiment that these people are going to have, man. You know, some are salivating. Some watchers, and they know that these things are going to take place, and they waiting for that opportunity. You know, some like for them, your friends that pretty much envy you or jealous of you because they see how people deal with you and how people gravitate to you, and they hate it because it's not them, or because they didn't find this truth, or they haven't been called. You know, they hold those grudge and hate and envy towards you, your family member. You know, your family members. Did not scripture say that what? That enemy's foe is them from his own household? I'm gonna grab that real quick. Yeah, matter of fact, I'll start at Matthew 10 and 21. It says, "The brother shall deliver of the brother to death, the father the child. The child shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. And he should be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved." Yeah, so these people are gonna turn you in, man. They're gonna turn you in. Your family, your brothers, your sister, people that you done told, you know what I'm saying? And we have accounts as of now that this parent, their mother, who done turned their son in or try to expose them, whether it worked or not, you know what I'm saying, to the judge and to certain situation, having custody of the child or whatever scenario them played. We don't have family dry snitch on brothers, man. You know, talking about he's in a cult, he's a Hebrew Israelite. You know, trying to, you know, paint you in that bad light to say, oh, you know, if he's associated with these people, you know that something bad, you know, as you hear about them, they hate white folks, or they rapists, or this and that and the third. You know, they the one that talking about the world is going to end and everyone's going to die, and God only came for only for the Hebrew Israelites, not everyone else. All these these controversies and these things that they're gonna stir up to have us to make us be found at fault. You know, for 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 things that's against this country, you know, or that's not for this country, you know. So we can look crazy, you know. And furthermore, when you read verse Matthew 10:35, for I have come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's foe, in other words, a man's enemy, shall be they of his own household. You see, so let's believe, man, your household is going to have it out for you, man. These are the same people who you're fighting for, you know, going out there, putting your life on line, the hope for us to be found worthy, you know, to make our call and election sure. So so the Lord can find favor on us, but not just on us, but on our family, our kids, our women, our wife, our mothers, and our family. And these are the same people that's going to be turning you in to get you killed, man. You know, these are the same people you're fighting for, and these are the same people that are coming against you. And it says, he that take not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that find his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. Oh, it's like I jumped to verse 37. It says, he that loveth the father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. He that loveth the son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. You see? And the Lord's telling you, man, if you put anyone above him, man, that, you know, you're not worthy to be considered a son of the Most High or a servant. And anyways, with all this being said, he's just telling you, why would you want to put your kids and your family over the Lord when these are the same people that's gonna get you killed? You know, scriptures say in Matthew's, all right, it's in 12, right? 12:51. This is why we're concerned only with the elect. It says this. I'm sorry, I said 12:48. But he answered and said unto him and told him, who is my mother? Who are my brethren? He stretched forth his hands toward his disciple and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. You see? The only person and people that we're supposed to really be concerned about is the elect, those that's doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, those that's on the battlefield with you. Because at the end of the day, our family they're still in that dead state of mind, man. They still worshiping Sezebozia. They're still eating all type of abomination. They don't want to turn and hear the words, you know. So why care for them? You know, why care for them? Because at the end of the day, you're going to find yourself against them regardless, as the scriptures tells you, you know. But the men of the Lord, those that's in like mind, the same mind frame as you, are going to be those one that's going to understand you. That those are going to be the ones that's going to be on a run with you. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that's going to be that's going to be with you in the trenches doing all things as of now until that time. But these rest of these people, they can care a ratting ass about what we do. They don't understand what we do. They wasn't called, you know what I'm saying? And they're not for the same cause. They're not for the same, you know, plight, man. So best believe there's gonna be friction. There's gonna be some hate, some you know, fighting, going back and forth with each other because they don't understand what we do. They don't know who Yahweh Shem Yahushua is. But the brotherhood, they do. You know, that's why the brotherhood is vital, man. It's important than your mother, than your father, than your daughter and your sons, man. You know? Because at the end of the day, you would rather be with a brother than be with a family who at any given moment, it might turn you in. But the point being is the hour of temptation is coming, man. It's coming in all forms. You know, it's coming in all forms. These plagues are coming in all ways. You know, the Lord's bringing the fire as well. So we just hope to get delivered and keep the words of the Lord's patience so we can be found worthy. Because if not, man, you're gonna be led into temptation, man. You know, and the Spirit of the Lord is not gonna be working with thee. That's why we pray that the Lord keeps His Spirit on us. You know, gives us the comfort. You know, we're gonna put the whole armor of the Lord. I hope hope to endure to the end. Hope to keep fighting that good fight of faith until Yahushua returns, or until we dead in the spirit world. However, but just knows that, when it talks about temptation, it's going to be so much things that's going to try to pressure us to do wrong. A lot of people, the scriptures say that at the latter end, a lot of people is going to depart from the faith. So when that being said, that's talking about men that's going to go back into the world, men that's going to accept the MOTB, men that's going to take the yab, men that's going to betray their own brothers. It's many various things that's going to cause a man to put another man of the Lord to death, man. But that's about it. I know it was long-winded for Salakia. I didn't have no particular scriptures written down or anything. I was just going through Spirit. However, Spirit allows me, and I hope it was edifying. And, being our watchtower, I watch and pray and endure all things, man. And keep the faith, And I say shalom.